Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of The FauxShow. Today is Thursday, June 6th. My name is Angela.
My name is Chris.
And as most of you know, The FauxShow is not a real show. It is a social experience because I don't look at you. I look at the chat room, which I have here on my iPad.
Oh, chat room. I've got that full screen on my screen.
It's over there on a monitor where we can see ourselves. It's, again, on this monitor here, but...
It's in the best lower third, built into our lower third right there. There it is, the jblive.tv chat room.
There it is.
Best chat room on the internet, and they've joined us live 6 p.m.
Whoa.
on this Thursday night.
Yes.
New time.
We're trying a new time because the kids are still awake at 8 now, so we can't do it.
So the lower third also hides my beverage, and this week, wait for it, see, my new HTC One, which I will be unboxing this episode.
And that's not the only, well, along with that comes an announcement that you will want to know about next week's show.
Yeah.
And more towards the end of the show, there'll be another announcement for a show 3 weeks from now.
Wow, we got a lot of announcements.
Yeah.
So
it's a big show.
Your first announcement is kind of related to my unboxing. Do you want to just should I unbox the HTC One?
Okay, yeah.
I just got this before the show started.
All right.
So let's see here. We'll
do you want to zoom cam on you?
All right, here we go. So
if you're not familiars, he got this so that he can try it out.
That is really nice.
That's a good size.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah.
Comes with Beats audio, and it looks like some pretty nice headphones too. In this sort of opaque, but look at they actually look like pretty nice headphones.
Yeah.
So there it is. It's wow, look at that. Right on the front of it says location privacy warning. It's got a warning about location information on there.
Oh, that's nice.
That is kind of nice. So I'm switching to the HTC One, and Angela, is switching to the Note 2. Here it is, babe.
To the dinosaur that is
the dinosaur.
Samsung's Galaxy Note 2.
So that is sort of the announcement for next week. Is we're gonna do Angela's gonna take the
Ange goes Android
for a week at least, and then we'll see how it goes. The Android challenge.
Yeah. So next week's FauxShow will be all about Android. In the meantime, I would like you to use our contact form on jupiterbroadcasting.com or email me, angela@jupiterbroadcasting.com, and let me know about your favorite iPhone apps that are available on Android that I can try so that I can talk about them in next week's show.
You want to make the switch.
Or anything that you think might be helpful in this transition.
And see, it came with a little Ting card. Tells me about my Ting. Go over to ting.com/activate, and then you're all set. So that is really cool. That feels really good in the hand, I got to tell you. That's my first impression. Too bad it's got this stupid barcode sticker on the back. But,
well, why? What does it matter?
Yeah, it's such a nice thing to put that stupid sticker there.
So Nogel says, hope it goes better than the Linux challenge.
That's true. That Linux challenge didn't go so well. So there it goes, booting up. So yeah, if you guys have apps that, if you've switched from iOS, or if you had a family member, significant other that switched from iOS, and like I think we're going to use Hangouts to replace messages. I think you should use Chrome or Firefox.
Whoa, that's loud.
You should use Chrome or Firefox as your web browser because they have Chrome and Firefox.
Okay.
And you might like Firefox and do the sync between your desktop and...
I wonder if there's a Plurk app.
Wow, look at that screen.
Is there a Plurk app?
I don't know.
For Android?
Plurk.
I think it's a Mlurk. Mobile Plurk. Link to the Linux Challenge show. Go to jupiterbroadcasting.com. The show's dropped down. FauxShow. Let me see if I can find it really fast for you. It was a while ago. I switched to Mint. No.
Ubuntu. Yeah.
Ubuntu.
You tried Ubuntu.
Yeah. It was called Linux Action Faux.
Yeah, I think that's what you did. Yeah, I think it was Linux Action Faux.
Yeah.
So, all right, but that's not what today's show's about.
I know.
No.
I kind of want to find that. Yeah, today we're talking about webcams.
Yeah, and sort of the interesting world that there is the webcams online.
It's episode 103, FauxShow 103.
Oh, the Linux Action Faux. There it is.
There it is.
That's right. We even did like a Linux
link in the chat room.
That's right.
Yeah, we did a Linux Action Show background, and yeah, it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
And we got a lot of good feedback that people really liked, hearing somebody's new perspective on it.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. And so now, as somebody, you've been using an iPhone for what?
Since 2008.
Yeah, so it's going to be a big switch for you. And a way larger screen for you. Mm-hmm. God, this is nice.
Yeah, well, yeah, okay. So, I don't want to spoil it, but girl pockets. This will not fit in a girl pocket.
Have a purse.
I don't care if I have a purse. I keep my phone in my pocket, so this is not pocketable.
Oh, this is really nice.
Anyway,
Oh, wow. This is really nice.
Okay,
all
all right.
Down.
Put
I'm
it
gonna set
away.
down. It's just...
Yeah, we're like 5 minutes into the show.
Okay.
Okay, so we're talking about webcams today. Just different things about webcams. There will be it's webcam services, it's webcam products, it's webcam creepy cams.
Yeah. That's the part I'm looking forward to. It is.
And some history. And we really just kind of just polish a little bit of everything. We've got a decent sized mail sack, and like I said, another announcement at the end. Quit touching your
phone.
That'd be a good soundbite. Okay,
All
here
right.
we go.
Okay. The history of the webcam.
So the Trojan Room coffee pot was the inspiration for the world's first webcam. The coffee pot was located in the corridor just outside the so-called Trojan Room within the old computer laboratory of the University of Cambridge. I think that's Cambridge. Anyway, the webcam was created to help people working in other parts of the building avoid pointless trips to the coffee room by providing on the user's desktop a live 128 by 128 grayscale picture of the state of the coffee pot.
Hey, they wanted to be able to just check it at a glance.
Isn't that hilarious? And look at it. It looks all Macified.
That's X coffee, Ange. So that probably means it's X11.
I don't know what that means.
Well, look, if you scroll down a little bit, it says employing the X Windows System Protocol, which means it's on a Linux or Unix box.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that was in 1991.
Well, that's actually not... Well, I guess that's a while ago now.
Yeah. That's really cool, and that's really funny that like that was, like we need to cut costs. You know what we need to do? Cut back on, people.
You think that's
going
really
to
what
an
it
empty
was?
coffee pot. I don't know. Well, that's what it says, and it's on the internet, and it's on Wikipedia, so it's true.
Can I jump ahead a little bit?
Sure, go ahead.
Well, one of the things that people know now that webcams are used for, before we get into the heavy stuff, is like these pet cams are freaking huge. There's 48 people, which actually is not that lot, but it's got 1.2 million total views of these kitties. Just somebody sets up Ustream on their machine.
Yep.
And it just streams kitties all the time.
Oh, yeah. No, Sheena Itsu dogs. I watched those dogs for a couple years. Several different litters.
Why?
Yeah. There was an eagle cam for a while that was really cute.
Okay, now eagle would be badass. But...
Yeah. Unfortunately, the mom
Oh, really? What happened?
died.
Oh.
Yeah, so they were watching the babies.
Yikes.
Okay, so right now I'm on a website.
Is this a creepy site?
Super creepy. I'm trying to find a good one, though. So feel free to...
Is it like webcam roulette?
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to describe the website that I'm currently going at.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, here we go.
Oh, boy. See, somebody could just walk in.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, all right. So what do we got here?
Okay, so this website, it's kind of like a voyeur judging website of what would you call it? Unarmed?
Unprotected?
Unprotected webcams.
Yeah.
So, like, let's say you have a kid and you get the crib cam. That's what I see a lot of is babies on here.
See, that's creepy.
You set up the crib cam, and if you don't use, like, a username and password, anybody can see.
A lot of shops, a lot of people...
Did you go to the top ones?
Yeah.
Top rated? Yeah. So these are the top rated cams. Basically, you just click on the camera that shows, like, the most, and that rates them. So if you go to my screen here, if I click on the left one, it rates that one, and then it should...
So you just voted?
Yeah, I just voted. Yeah, or you can just hit refresh.
Oh, my God, that's creepy.
Yeah.
No, what was she doing?
Sleeping? But that's the thing, like, seeing old people, it, like, always looks like...
Or cribs?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people set up their... a lot of the videos or the webcams
You should report the broken images. So that's the other thing that's kind of...
they're not necessarily broken. The website just actually isn't doing too good, but... Yeah, it was a lot better.
Have you seen anything that like
ago.
disturbed you?
Yeah. So, did you see? So it had a capture from earlier, and then it
caught up.
Yeah.
You seen stuff that's been really creepy?
So, yeah. In fact, I should try to find it. Okay. So this is a time suck, and I'm not going to post the link in the chat room because then you guys won't be watching me anymore. But it was really disturbing. It was an infant baby strapped down in a bed. In a crib, like literally arms strapped down.
Let's just just leave the baby here and we'll leave.
And the baby had a binky in his mouth and was just looking around. He was awake.
Like, well, I gotta go to the store.
Sad. Now the kid did look
like it had issues. Whoa,
disproportionate.
Like you think it had? Oh, like here's a baby's room. See, there's a baby's room right there.
Yeah. So like maybe it has the baby like would clot itself or get out or I don't know what.
Well, this guy's got a webcam on his awesome train set.
Yeah. But anyway, so that was really disturbing. And then the reason why I stopped going to this website.
Okay, this one's got some activity. Look, I've got a lot of people in this one.
Yeah, well, that's why they're on the high rated. Actually, I'll tell you about this one. There was a woman, an Asian woman, slightly overweight, in a robe, and it looked promising, and it ended up being promising.
What happened?
I don't know what the situation was, but so, like, I was looking at her. I could see the coffee table with her laptop on it, and then a couch that she was sitting on, and she was rubbing lotion on her arms and whatever. And it was clear that she was talking to somebody on her laptop. So I don't know where this webcam is. It must be like on the TV, maybe, or like
on the laptop.
No, because I could see the laptop.
Oh, you mean the cam you're watching?
Yeah. And so anyway, yeah, she ended up taking off her robe.
Really?
Yeah. I saw everything. And then I stopped watching this website in particular because it was fixed on an old grandma wiping herself from the toilet. You can't unsee. So I haven't been back.
You're kidding me.
No.
And
no.
Chris,
there are a lot,
Chris closes the webpage.
Yeah, along with the creepy. I mean, babies are cute. There's so many baby rumps up in the air, but that's cute. But there are quite a few cams that are unprotected on senior citizens, and most likely put there by their kids
to keep an eye on them.
Yeah, to keep and see that they're not being mistreated. Make sure that they're eating, or that they're sleeping or doing whatever. But that was just a bit much to have it focused on their bathroom.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't. It just happened to be in the shot, I guess.
So there is also a subreddit if you want controllable webcams. Reddit.com/r/controllable webcams. Surprise, surprise.
Yep.
And there's people that are actively posting in here. There's 6,800 people that are subscribed to it.
Mm-hmm. So I think if this is the same thing, Mzironk, which he used to be in the chat room. I checked before we went live, and he's not in the chat room anymore, but it's M0NK. He set up a webcam and a website where the audience could go to it and turn off his lights to let him know that the FauxShow was on.
That. Yeah.
It was great. That was like 3 or 4 years ago. So
I have a video.
Okay.
Do you want to see it? It's a mashup of webcams.
Okay.
You're not sure?
I'm just not sure how long we should watch it.
Maybe we'll watch it first. You have to unmute number 4, though, if you want sound.
Okay.
All right, should I hit it?
Yeah. Yeah, there's lots of businesses that are caught in those webcams.
Here I go again. I hear those trumpets.
This is weird.
Again.
Nothing happening there.
All right, okay, mute number 4. I can't watch any more of this. I mean, I feel like I'm already wasting too much of my life just watching the mashups of it.
Okay, well, so the next thing is it's webcamtoy.com, and I have not used it, but I think it might be something. Well, I don't really take a lot of webcam pictures, but
I see.
Basically, you
hit it, do it. You have to say allow access right there. Oh, you didn't hit the button.
Well, I know. Well, because you said right there, so.
Oh, I meant the pop-up that came up. All right, well, I don't think you're going to get it now. You're not going to get it.
Yeah.
You're not going to get
awesome.
it. It's all right. You can hit back probably. But whatevs.
Okay.
You going to try again?
Yeah.
All right, so now say allow access right there.
Right there?
Yeah, I think so.
Share selected drive? That sounds scary.
That's just Firefox, I think, having. There it is.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Internet. Whoa.
I like this better.
That's pretty cool. That's a good effect.
Wait, where do I come in?
You're gone. Oh, there we go. Oh.
Ah, that's kind of cool. I want to take that. Yeah.
That's a neat effect.
Okay. I'm going to click and drag
so
that.
now you're liking, although you can't click and drag it off, it looks like, but now you're liking it. And see, then
I think I just did.
No, I didn't take it. You can take another one if you want. You want to take another one? Okay, go. I'll just do it. I'm a floating head. Oh, all right, there you go. Now, you got to post that like on your G Plus or something like that, so that way people listening to the audio version can go see what we were just doing there, because that's pretty neat. So what site is that again?
Webcamtoy.com.
Webcam Toy, that is a cool toy. I like that.
Whoa, look at that link.
What? Whoa. It gives you a ridiculous link.
Yeah, okay, so.
And you know what's weird? Your webcam's still on right now.
Oh, it
yeah.
is.
So you got to
Dude,
close.
I wonder if we're on the website. Well, I don't know how to. I don't want to. Okay, I guess I'll log in.
Or
Except I don't want to share it on.
just hit the save button. What?
Where?
Yeah, see that?
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
wow. That makes sense.
Yeah. All right. So close that thing though, because it's creeping me out.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I know, right?
should we try this one? Here's another one. This one's called Pixit.
Okay.
And you take pictures online with your webcam. So I'm going to say get started now. And I'll say allow.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. All right, so here's...
Oh,
Yeah.
here's my belly.
Whoa, there's the belly. All right, and look, we got effects. Oh, black and white.
Yeah, I think there was stuff like that for that one.
Yeah, probably. Hey, look. Whoa, that's neat. Soft focus. And look, you can adjust the brightness and saturation and stuff. So like
This looks like a good like maternity picture.
Look, I've turned up the saturation so it's all like super warm and soft.
Mm-hmm.
Here, let's take it. We're act like we're... Oh, it just takes it immediately. Whoa, it doesn't give you the countdown.
Nice.
Okay, you ready? Oh, here, look. Here's a little countdown. Oh, look at this. They got multiple formats, too. All right. Oh, that's not bad.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you like doing webcam
Selfies,
pictures
webcam
and selfies.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I used to use Daily Booth I did webcam selfies for a while, and then I took like one picture out at a park and the lighting was so much better. I'm like, dude, I should totally just be taking pictures with my camera.
Yeah.
And so I started doing that and uploading. And then Daily Booth went out of business. So I started using a Tumblr.
I have a couple hardware picks when you're ready to get to it. So
Okay.
you let me know when you want me to give
the kitten cam.
Yep, I did.
Okay. Okay. Well, whichever. There's the webcam on the oldest light bulb ever.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's called a bulb cam. It's Livermore, California's Centennial Light Bulb Cam.
Right, the one at the firehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the
it
famous
is.
light bulb that's never burned out. It's like forever old.
113 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much forever old, right?
Yeah.
All right.
And you can email them centennialbulb@hotmail.com.
We should have got, you know, what'd be funny is we would have like the exclusive interview for this episode.
Yeah, right. And now we'll bring on.
Yeah.
FauxShow's going to start.
Oh, that's kind of a hardware pick. All right, I've got a hardware
Okay.
pick. This, you probably already know about this because everybody talks about this. It is the Logitech C910, or actually C920.
Yeah.
This
So,
here's the C910.
And Matt has the C910.
Yeah.
And that's what he recommends right now.
Well, and if you have a Mac, the C910 is a good one.
Okay.
But if you're on a Windows box or on your Linux, or even if you're on your Mac, the C920 is freaking amazing. Like, so amazing. You can see I bought a couple on April 19th. It says right there on the screen.
Yeah, we can't hide our purchase history.
But I bought them specifically for Linux Fest because they're so good. They've got Carl Zeiss lenses, which sounds crazy in a webcam, but it works. It does on board. It has in the webcam itself. It has an H.264 encoder. So when you're doing Skype, you can do high definition Skypes, and it still is super like bandwidth friendly. Not as far as video goes.
So the only problem at that point is Skype.
Yeah, pretty much.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Seriously.
But if you have the light right, if you have good lighting and a good background, and I really do mean good lighting, you could have this webcam, the C920, and it is $72 from Amazon. You could have this webcam and be streaming or recording something, and people would literally not know it is not a high-end camera. In fact, you're probably watching shows that are being recorded using these webcams, and you don't even know about it. That's how good they are.
And here's what's even greater, and you might have already mentioned it because I wasn't listening. The link to this camera is in the show notes, and it has our affiliate tag.
Oh, I didn't mention that. No, I did not.
Oh, okay.
I did
Yeah.
not.
So if you are interested in replacing your webcam or getting one,
Like if you want to call in, we should totally do another Hangouts episode soon.
I know. You can use that link, and it doesn't cost you anything more, but it gives us credit for referring you to that purchase.
Smells new.
There's this website called Cam Zone,
Where
and
you just zone out on cameras?
and it's kind of like that other website, except you're not judging or anything. There's just different genres of cameras that you can watch.
Okay.
Different live cams of they've got live now, animals, news, resorts, beach.
So like they've categorized all the different webcams online.
Right. Yeah, but not. Yeah, there's no naked.
Oh, they're
or
screening them? No grandma's going potty?
Yeah, right.
Jeez, Ange.
No,
that just about ruined me. I'm serious.
Yeah. I
mean,
was really okay. So I was looking at the cameras at like 1 to 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Our time Pacific.
What were you doing? Was it a Saturday?
Yeah.
This is how you.
Yeah, I wasn't at work, And if I would have looked later in the night, because there were so many cameras on beds and stuff, but I didn't see any money-making shots. So
Mambo King says he's going to buy 5 of those C920s using our affiliate. That's awesome.
Wow, that's awesome.
I have another hardware pick, though, Mambo King, before
Okay.
you make that one.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Depends on your needs. So if you've watched the Twit network, you've probably heard them talk about Dropcam, and that's also available on Amazon. And Dropcam is neat because it combines a pretty good camera. It's not nearly as good as a C920 in terms of camera quality, but what it does offer is always-on monitoring that streams to the Dropcam service. And what's really neat about it is they DVR it, and you can go back and pick out moments and rewatch them.
Oh,
Like,
but you could do that with a C920 and
if you had software on your
and Justin TV.
Right, but see, in that scenario, you got to have a webcam plugged into your computer. Your computer's got to run all the time, and then you got to have that computer streamed to Justin TV. Whereas this, you plug in the Ethernet or Wi-Fi right into the camera, and the camera itself directly connects to their service.
Huh.
It gets a web address and goes out.
Wi-Fi, huh?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be a little shoddy?
It depends on, like, if the bit rate's like 1 megabit, no problem. And what's nice is, like, then you could mount it wherever you have power. You don't have to have Ethernet in that location. So, like, outside at our entryway, we could put a drop cam there. And then we could see, like, when the UPS guy dropped off a package. Yeah, well, you can bolt it. It's got little mounts and stuff.
No, I don't mean to the wall.
It's not it's not like one of these webcams like you're watching where it just automatically has a public address. It streams to the Dropcam service, and then you log into Dropcam with a username and password.
And Dropcam doesn't advertise
but
what's being recorded.
you can go public.
Oh, okay.
So, like, I mentioned Twit. So, like, I think if I Google search...
So if we want the public to track how many UPS packages we get.
Well, I was thinking, like, a studio cam. Like, so, you know how we have the drone cam there?
Sure.
That could always be on. They could always check, see what's going on in the studio. Because if we're not, they could always look. But, like, so here is... over here is the Leo Laporte Twit network, and you see they have... You can publicize.
Cool.
And it looks like a bunch of them are off. But, but one of them is on right now, and this is at the... this would be at the Twit studios right now. And there you can turn audio on and off. It's got a really good mic. So
there's people moving.
Yeah, so you could and that's live right now. So if they turn off the mics, but if they wanted to, you'd be able to hear their conversations.
Right.
Yeah. So that's Dropcam. So it's a little different in the sense that it's not meant for live streaming or video conferencing. It's meant to set it and forget it, and it's $150 on Amazon.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
And that is affiliated.
That would be something I would say goes on a Father's Day list.
Ooh, yeah. Think about Father's. When is that?
June 16th, next Sunday.
Look at you all over. Oh, because of last.
Yep, I know, because of last, exactly, because it's on a Sunday.
There's no way that he would know otherwise.
Well, it's Father's Day. It's the most important day of the year to me, Angela.
Okay.
Mother of my children.
All right. Okay, so let's see. I think...
You got to... that one had an NSFW next to it.
Yes. It's a webcam fail, and I'm just going to... Yeah.
You're going to show it to us?
Well, hold on. Let me see. Okay, yeah.
Oh, hello.
Okay.
Oh.
So she's sitting there...
Being her.
Yeah. Her curtain had fallen.
Why don't you hit that bigger button so we can see more of her?
Well,
no, not that one. The other one.
Oh.
Yeah, that one. So now she's chatting.
I hit it.
Yeah, don't do it again. You're going to break it.
Oh.
She's shaking it. Is that a dude in the backyard?
Yeah. Well, no. I think it's a neighbor.
And now he's watching?
Yep. And he's like, hey. So when I first watched it, I'm like, oh my God, that's so her dad. And she's going to be in so much trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Nope. And it's just so great.
He's just got a view there. Uh-oh.
No, she doesn't go nudie, so don't worry about that. She's got some good moves.
Actually, she's kind of boring. I mean, come on.
Well, wait, she turns around to show her butt, but then...
then she sees him.
Yeah.
Oh, another guy shows up.
Yeah. Because they were working on the yard,
Can you blame him, though?
I know. Yeah.
Although it is kind of creepy. Like, at the same time, it is creepy.
It is creepy, but watch her reaction. It's so funny. So here she is. Check my butt. She
gotta look. Oh! Oh, no. That's funny.
Yep. There it is.
Wow. Well, you see, you gotta rely on more than just a curtain over the window.
Yeah,
you gotta have a nudie webcam strategy. That's my advice, everybody. Have a webcam strategy.
And then I love this guy. I've seen his pictures being used on so many of these, like...
Bad reaction.
You think it's a chick, and then you see the rest of the picture.
And it's
there's like some where it's like some baby's butt, and he's all like, yeah, thinking it's boobs, and it's really, a chunky toddler butt. And
Yeah.
Anyway, it's really funny to me.
It is to you.
All right, let's see what else we got.
What do you got? What's the Xbox One?
Oh, you should
Should I pull that up?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
There's the Arch Linux
This
wiki.
is depressing.
Why? I don't really know much about it, but yeah, obviously.
Oh, we can cover it. Yeah, we can cover it.
No, do. Well, I think that's a lot of these webcams are going to be Xbox, right?
Well, I guess something has audio. So this is talking a little bit about how if you slide that number 4 all the way down, we won't have to hear it. This is sort of mentioning how what it's kind of bringing to light is in the Xbox One, a couple of things have changed from the original Xbox. Number one is the Kinect is required to be on all the time. You cannot operate the Xbox One without the Kinect being functional.
And the Kinect is a camera?
Camera and a microphone. Always on, even when the
Oh my gosh.
You didn't know that? Even when the
Well, I mean, I gathered
Get
that
this,
much.
Get this. Even when the Xbox One is off, the Kinect remains on. So that way you can listen to your commands to turn the Xbox on.
That is so sneaky.
Here's what's creepy, and that's what this infograph brings to light, is Microsoft has filed for a patent on technology that uses the Kinect camera to analyze your face for emotions and uses this data alongside your social media posts to target ads to you. The IR camera, even in total darkness, can still see you. They've also filed a patent on the technology that allows the Kinect camera to detect the number of people in a room watching a film and then charge for additional user licenses if necessary. Microsoft execs also suggested to investors during an investor meeting that the Kinect could be used to identify objects such as clothing, like a football jersey, and then target ads based on that information.
Yeah.
And now, starting with Kinect and the Xbox One, it can actually monitor your heart rate by watching watching your face turn red and then lighter. Like, it can see that level.
Wow.
And then it can judge if you're having a visceral reaction to a game. And they're saying at some point developers might be able to amp things up on the fly if you're not stressed enough.
Oh, interesting.
But it's a little creepy at the same time because they're going to be watching what you're doing and then targeting things at you, and that's a little weird.
Yeah. Well, so the chat room was talking about 1984 just before we went live, and
that's the 1984 element of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little creepy.
So in the show notes is also a link to the Arch Linux Wikipedia page
the
for
webcam
setup.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Mine just worked out of the box.
Well, that sounds like a Mac thing.
Ouch, Ange. How about it's just good hardware? It's just good hardware. My Bonobo's awesome.
Hardware and software, right?
That's right.
Right?
That's right. Actually, it is a lot of credit to just the built-in drivers.
Is there anything that you want to say about it? Because this is all foreign to me.
No, I think everybody who's watching knows that if you want to make silly cameras, take silly selfies with your webcam on Linux, you should use cheese.
Like what?
like that, for example. All right.
Okay.
So we have a couple announcements.
Yeah, I think we're there.
All right. Do we have a mail? Okay, so first...
Yeah. Should we do the mail sack first?
All right, yeah, let's do the mail sack.
All right, let me find it.
You mean you need to load up the super high-end jingle that we have for the Jupiter HTC One mail sack.
All right, here we go. Where is it? Finding it.
I'm just sniffing my phone. I love that new electronic smell. That poisonous, gaseous, plasticky smell.
Okay.
All right. You got a picture there, huh?
Yes, but don't switch to my screen yet.
Oh.
Luke writes, "Hey Angela, big fan of the JB Network. Been a long time watching since the days when Chris did that Core i7 Hackintosh build.
That was a while ago.
That's how I discovered you guys. Anyhow, I know you guys recently had that FauxShow where people sent in the Patch Your S t-shirt pictures, and I took mine and everything for that, but didn't find the time to send it in because I'm forgetful and silly.
That happens.
Better late than never, I suppose, but I figured you, Chris, and possibly the community would want to see this." And he goes by LMole3.
And he's got a LOL sign?
Yeah, he's holding a LOL sign.
That's nice.
Yep. So
very good, sir.
there it is.
Very good.
Thank you for sending that in.
Yes. And I think I see like a motherboard box in the background. So that's cool too.
Okay, let's see. Next.
You have another mail stack?
Uh-huh. Oh, I have another. Oh, yeah. So Steve writes, "Dear Ange, none of the show notes from Storytime. Remember the Storytime I did solo a couple weeks ago? Well, none of the links for the books appear to work. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna stop reading it because it's actually private feedback. But anyway, the point is,
he probably it's probably just because it's probably just because it's about a mistake. He probably just didn't.
Yeah, probably. But anyway,
so let's take a look. Let's see. It should be. Yep, it's fixed.
Yeah. Okay, it's fixed. Good. So I sent him all the links from my version of the show notes, which is, anyway, we had an Amazon issue, but it is corrected now.
The account that I used, my developer account, was suspended for a couple of days because my credit card expired, which is silly because, it just turns off, stuff like this.
Yeah. So, anyway.
But I was an Amazon developer. How about that? Makes me sound fancy. You got one there?
Yeah, let's see. Hi, Chris. So Minato writes, "Hi, Chris. I am not sure which show to aim this at. I am not able to read tonight." But he actually wrote the sentence wrong. But anyway, you have done what so many others aspire to do and take your passion and make it your career. I would be interested to hear how you started Jupiter Broadcasting. How did you take your idea and make it live or live? Organizing, planning, gathering assets to begin, etc. How do you stay focused and how did you stay motivated? Or how do you stay motivated today? Just thought it'd be great to hear a bit about the genesis and construction of JB. Keep up the great work. So maybe we should do a future show again on.
Should we? Because you want me not to answer it.
Oh, you can answer whatever you want. Yeah. While I look for the next one.
I will say this. I was going to have you answer it, so I kind of need you.
Oh.
I will say just how did it get started? It was funny because we at the time were doing several shows. We were doing Cast a Blast, a Linux Action Show, and Brian and I wanted to launch Radio Revolver and Mac Murphy, and then it was like, well, we should probably just have one website so that way everybody just only has to go to one website. So then I was like, okay, well, that seems like a lot. So everything was just like the next logical thing to do.
Yeah, consolidate it all.
I don't know. Is there any elements from there? Did you wanted to answer?
Well, and so then it's trial and error. We've had, I don't know, we should know how many shows we've had, but I think maybe 15 or 16 different shows. And right now we're currently at 7 or 8. Anyway, so we've tried some shows and they haven't quite worked out, and we haven't quite found our niche, or
we're always trying.
The hosts aren't available, whatever. And the FauxShow really just happened because I started getting involved in the IRC community, and people started wanting to see me, and
so then you would come in.
I'd come in on Mike while he was doing stuff.
Well, I would edit Jupiter at night.
And and that's
then you and Jeremy.
No, it was before that because you launched Jupiter at Night right as I was.
Okay. Yeah, but
anyway, it was the same month.
Yeah.
Anyway, there wouldn't be a FauxShow if I hadn't stolen a mic.
Yeah, and the whole motivation aspect of it, it does take a crazy amount of work
and time.
Yeah, It a 40-hour work week would be a total vacation. We would have if I only worked a 40-hour work week, I can't even imagine the time difference because it's an all-day thing. It's like a 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. kind of job.
If I could not be a single mother for a day, just
I mean
it's pretty close.
There are Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays are total whitewash days for me. My universe is just a blur those days.
Yeah. We get dinner.
Yeah, I made dinner tonight. I barbecued.
Together. Yeah. The name Jupiter Broadcasting. Well, we wanted something that had broadcasting in it because that sounds official and that sounds good for a podcast.
And the Jupiter's the biggest planet. Mm-hmm. So if you're gonna name it after something in the solar system, you go with the big boy.
And with the love of Star Trek and space between Chris and Brian.
And it was originally going to be an audio only network, and it was going to focus a lot on. It borrowed a lot of style from old time radio because that's where a lot of my style inspiration comes from. Is a lot of old time radio, and so. That's where a lot of the original inspirations for ideas around the network came from, was sort of taking the very best of what was lost in the in radio's golden era and then modernizing that and bringing it forward to an internet audience that wanted audio content. And then live streaming became a thing. I mean, when we launched this network, there wasn't a Twitter, there wasn't really YouTube, there might not have been a YouTube, there definitely wasn't a Ustream. And so all of this stuff, like when we started doing video, 16:9 cameras weren't really a thing, right? And so
we've had to modify things over time. A lot, when I tell people my husband's self-employed, he does this, they're like, "Oh man, that sounds like if you have money coming in, you must be making bank."
Oh, jeez.
No, because we are constantly replacing hardware, hard drives.
Well, and
we've been providing equipment for all of our hosts. We've been paying our hosts on advertised.
And every month we pay more in bandwidth every single month because we have more downloads. And
yeah. We had this shift where we weren't paying anything to Blip, right?
Yeah, right.
For what?
Right.
For bandwidth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For our
and
main
then,
CDN. Yeah.
And then they decided to change their focus, and all of a sudden we need to find somewhere else, and we're gonna have to pay for it. So
it has been every time you learn something, there's a new challenge. Like right now, I'm really very nervous about the state of I have right here.
Oh, sweet.
About the state of our hardware. So every show I've done, except for this show, Knock on Presswood, has suffered. Seriously,
Knock on Presswood.
This is the first show in a week that I have done that has not suffered from some sort of nearly prevents the show from happening flaw.
Seriously.
So this morning it was no audio on the camera, and then it was no video on the camera for TechSnap, and then during the roundup, during the second to last story of the roundup, the machine, our broadcast machine, completely locked up. Mm-hmm. And I think it's just because it's three or so years old. It's out in the garage where it gets super hot, super cold all year round. It runs 24/7. It's been up to Linux Fest a couple of times.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's just time that it needs to be replaced.
Yeah.
And that is a huge expense.
We could totally do a show just talking about.
Yeah, all right, I'm done.
Yeah.
It's just, he's got me going now.
I know. Well, we should capture this.
Okay.
And maybe, yeah.
All right.
Okay, well, so the announcement that I want to make for a couple weeks from now. So recall earlier in the show we said Ange goes Android next week. Well, on June 27th, which is 3 weeks from today, we are going to have a faux shower.
What?
There it is.
Dun, 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 dun. A faux? What's a faux shower?
So, as you know, I'm pregnant.
What? Oh no!
And I thought it would be neat to have an awards show type show where you guys can suggest what we need for the baby.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
you should come up with some pretty funny
Better not be all
things because
condoms.
the internet is right. I know the internet is funny and creative.
Yeah.
So that's part of it.
Okay.
But the other part of it, because I was already planning to do that, but this is a secondary part of it, is Glitter Gulch com on Reddit.
The last subreddit specifically.
On the last
And
subreddit.
he's done a couple of posts about it and saying, hey, do you guys plan to have a public baby shower list on Amazon? And we've kind of gone back and forth on whether or not to do that, but we've had enough people ask, and honestly, we'd appreciate any help with it you guys can provide. We'll have a public Amazon baby wish list as well, a shower list.
It's on there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got it. I loaded it somewhere at some point. Yeah. Yeah. It's linked right there.
Your wife sent me the link.
Yeah, well, and then
he linked you to it.
Yeah, he linked in the subreddit.
Oh, okay.
Which
so
is
he
funny.
must have...
I found out about it from Glitter Gulch in the last subreddit instead of from you.
Well, okay. So I went and found his
talked
post, and I don't know how Reddit works because I'm not on it yet. But I wasn't sure if he gets notified that I commented or not. But I didn't want it to go super public before today's show so that I could explain why we're providing that, because we are not asking for anything.
We're not,
We were asked to provide it, and if you want to get something off of it, you can, and if you don't, then don't.
We understand.
But some people are like, I've never donated before, but this is something that I would like to do, so go ahead.
Yeah, so and if you're not familiar with the way those wish lists work, right, Ange, is they add it to their cart and then it ships it to us.
Yeah.
So they don't really have to hassle with it.
Right.
And then we'll open them on that faux show?
Yes.
Cool.
And that's where the awards kind of falls apart, because I can't give an award for, I don't know what is in the box.
Oh.
But
they'll
at least have a certificate.
Well, yeah, or we can...
Box number 1.
Yeah, we'll figure something
or whatever.
out.
Yeah.
It'd be fun to open
It might
them.
totally fail, because to be honest, the award shows where people have to do stuff, it tends to have a low submission rate. So it's
all right.
okay.
We're lazy too, internet.
Yeah, it's okay. And it might just be pictures, that you guys send. But just say, faux shower in your subject line or baby shower, whatever, and I'll flag it for that show, which will be June 27th. It's the last Thursday of this month.
Last Thursday of June.
It'll be a faux show at 6 p.m.
So email angela@jupiterbroadcasting.com.
Yeah. So that's that. And then we will be putting out a Jupiter Signal in the month of June. So if you haven't signed up for that, you should at bit.ly/Jupiter Signal.
Jupiter Signal's getting awesome every time.
And we do an audio version of it.
Mm-hmm.
And we are doing it every other month right now. So it's been since April. The last one was April. So
yeah. And that
we are due.
That may change depending on, for example, if we were ever to do a Jupiter Broadcasting road trip. we would
Just hypothetically.
we would have email
Hypothetically.
updates through that newsletter about what towns we were heading towards and things like that. We might have other things in there. So if you go to bit.ly/Jupiter Signal, you can sign up for the Jupiter Signal and get one later this month.
And that's the only email you will get from that is newsletters. And it's right now every other month or in special cases.
Yo, all right, cool. Is that it?
I think that is it. That was a full faux show.
Yeah, full of faux.
It was overdue because, we had to miss last week because the babysitter didn't show up. But I have a backup plan. Did you just sniff it?
Oh, I've been sniffing it, babe. It smells new.
Let me smell.
Just give it that. It smells good, right?
Anyway, I have a backup plan if the babysitter can't make it Thursdays. So Thursdays at 6
It
is the
involves
time
me
now.
not doing the show. Is that the plan? Is that the backup plan?
No.
The backup plan is I stay in the house.
No, there's our neighbor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she said, if there's anything you need, I'm like, actually, are you home on Thursdays at 6?
Cool.
Because, I had the situation.
That's really nice.
Yeah, it is. It is. So anyway, that's it for this episode of The Faux Show. We will see you next week when Ange goes Android. Don't forget, you can catch recent episodes of The Faux Show on
JupiterBroadcasting.com/Faux Show.
Also, get them on demand in the iTunes store. Search for Faux Show.